What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Hakikage, and we are about to showcase the GOAT, Satoru Gojo. Domain expansion, Satoru Gojo. So let's get into what his skills do. Okay, we have skill 1. I'm going to be reading, these are rough translations that's on the wiki. The thing is, when I tried to change it to level 10, the multipliers don't change, so I'm just going to read off what it says here. I'm not sure if this is at level 1 or not, but we'll see. This could be at level 10, I'm not sure. But anyway, skill 1 is coverage and strike. He deals melee combined damage equal to 380% taijutsu and 120% to taijutsu to the selected enemy. That's 3 hits. And if he has skill restriction active, he decreases the enemy's critical hit resistance by 15% by 2 turns, which is good. So he's debuffing even on his skill 1, which is crazy. Okay, I do think reading it off the website is at level 10. So we got skill 2, that's Curse Technique Lapse Blue at level 10. He deals 530 ranged jujutsu damage to all enemies, and that's 4 hits. And it decreases all enemies damaged up by 25%, which lasts for 2 turns. So you could just keep using that for debuffs too, which is good. I believe he debuffs on every skill, and his skill 3, he buffs himself, but we'll get to that. Skill 3 is Curse Technique Reversal Red. At level 10, it deals 700% ranged jujutsu damage to selected enemy and increases own jujutsu damage by 45%, which lasts for 3 turns. So yeah, that does buff him for 3 turns, 45% too. So yeah, with those buffs and doing damage at the same time, that's good. He's gonna be hitting hard, even though he's a support character. So yeah, that's good. And then his ult skill, which is Ultimate Domain Expansion Infinite Void, where he expands the domain and he grants sure hit effect to self. Cancels once domain expansion ends. Inflicts all enemies with stun Infinite Void, which lasts for 2 turns. So it's AoE, all enemies are going to be stunned for 2 turns. It says it inflicts all enemies with Infinite Void status for 4 turns. I don't know what Infinite Void status is. I'm guessing that's like a major debuff or some shit like that. Decreases all enemies with ultimate skill count by 1, so it will prevent them from hitting their ultimate. And it prevents all enemies from increasing their ultimate skill for 4 turns. So you're at least safe from an ultimate for at least 5 turns. And it increases all enemies... 4 turns, sorry. Increases all enemies damage received by 100% for 4 turns. So for 4 turns, he's buffing... he's debuffing the enemies to receive 100% more damage. That's crazy work. And it says that his urgent business count goes up by 1, so he goes from leaving 9 turns to 10 turns, but by the time you get your ult, he'll probably be on like 4 or 5 turns left, and then it'll go up to 6. And this also cancels out other domain expansions, and it activates skill restriction for 3 turns. Which means he can only use the skill 1, and he can't charge his ultimate gauge for 3 turns as well. Yeah. Also, his auto skills, his passives, urgent business, he basically leaves after 9 turns. And he has zone state, so when he hits a black flash, which he can hit on his skill 1, he enters zone state for 3 turns, increases his own jujutsu damage by 30% and his critical hit rate by 30%. And obviously he has the limitless technique at the start of the battle, which grants him immunity to everything in the game. But yeah, let's get into the showcase. Okay, we're here in the event stage. I think it's the special... Is that what it's called? The special difficulty one? But we're gonna start off by just obviously Yaga buff. And then we're gonna hit this memory for Nanami so we can speed up ultimate gauge. And we're gonna do the same with, because with Gojo I believe you're gonna want a memory on him that speeds up ultimate gauge, preferably because you just want to get that infinite void out as quick as possible. So here we'll hit with skill 1 so we can just show off the skills in order before we, you know, show how well they do. Oh, by the way, I have his skill 1 at level 1, which isn't good, and his skill 2's at 8, skill 3 at 5, and his domain at 8. I would have had it higher, but resources are tough right now. But here's skill 1, and then Toji, you can just hit some break damage because he's that guy. And he black flashes straight away, so he's in the zone now. So now for 3 turns, he should have increased jujutsu damage and critical hit rate by 30%. We'll buff again with Yaga, buff there. And we'll hit skill 2, which is blue. And this should debuff him by about 25%. It basically decreases the damage he will give by 25%. That's for 2 turns. And we'll do that break damage move with Toji again. This hits 4 times and this AoE too. Okay, we'll buff again, and now we'll hit skill 3, which is curse technique reversal red, which deals, I mean, at level 10 it deals 700% range damage. Here it will deal 569% range damage, and it will also increase Gojo's own jujutsu damage by 45% for 3 turns. So it's a clean ass buff. And then we'll go for break on Toji again. Animations are too clean. I just want to say, by the way, his damage is lower because this enemy does defend against jujutsu, so maybe I didn't pick the best stage for him, but... And now we'll just continue to debuff the enemy until we get his infinite void. Okay, he's broken. So we're gonna hit this because this memory will give us damage increase for 2 turns. So after this turn, we're gonna be able to hit his infinite void. With Toji, we'll hit this because mainly the best part about it is that it's gonna not only stun and debuff the enemy like crazy, but it's gonna allow Toji to do an insane amount of damage with his ult. So let's see, we're gonna hit now. We'll do infinite void, we'll hit this memory, hit Toji's. Oh, so clean. I love how it just goes silent too, like clean as a bitch. All those debuffs, debuff like crazy. Now Toji's gonna come in with like insane damage. A million damage basically, and both of them are at disadvantage in this stage. Okay, I thought let's just get into a better stage which won't take so long because the enemy's resistant to everything this team does. So we're going into the formidable foe stage. The red typing should be good here, and there's multiple enemies, so it could showcase what Gojo could do even better. So let's jump into it. Okay. Alright, we're gonna buff here. memory buff, memory, and we're gonna hit blue so we can debuff all enemies. And we'll try break with Toji. Yeah. This Gojo seems he's more like a support sub DPS maybe. More tailored towards support, but he does do a good bit of damage. Okay, so we're gonna buff here again, and should we just see what his reversal red does? We'll see what it does to Panda, and then we'll break Maki, because Maki is that annoying AoE. See, that's some pretty good damage. She's broken. Okay, so we're gonna hit this, and then should we see how much damage his skill 1 does? But this is at level 1. Remember, this is at level 1. And then we'll use this to break Panda. So much damage, and he black flashes. It feels like he black flashes every time. This stage doesn't stand a chance. So here we're gonna hit this memory here, and then we'll hit Infinite Void, and we'll take them all out with this combo ult. Yeah, he's too clean. I love this character. Look at them, all debuffed to hell. And Toji just comes in and just wipes the field. Ooh, look at that. Insane. Was that free? 2.9 million? Is that what it was? Crazy work. Okay, so that's the showcase for Gojo domain expansion. Tell me what you think. Remember, I had his skills are quite low other than his domain expansion. But tell me what you think of this character. Let me know if you summon for him. And yeah, consider leaving a like and subscribe and comment down below. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in a bit.